Should parents pay to have someone complete and file their student's FAFSA form? It amazes me every year as we're attending financial aid nights at high schools throughout Southern California how many guidance counselors tell parents to rule out even the thought of hiring a professional to assist them with their student's FAFSA filing. After all, the FAFSA is a free form, they say. Well, aren't the IRS tax forms just as free? Do any of these counselors ever hire a tax professional? The fact that the form is free is, well, dare I say, completely irrelevant. Some of these counselors graciously offer to answer questions about the FAFSA should the parents have any questions. But when asked anything remotely technical like questions pertaining to specific assets or blended families or deferred compensation plans, just to name a few, then the instruction becomes call FAFSA. First of all, FAFSA is not a person or an agency or even a department. It's a form, actually an application. Secondly, some of the most outrageous and incorrect answers I've ever heard are first-hand testimonials from parents who have called FAFSA. Often the unsuspecting parent seeking counsel winds up with a clerk who knows barely more than the guidance counselor who referred them. But they speak with authority, so the parent unknowingly assumes they know what they're talking about. Okay, so back to the question at hand. Should parents pay for FAFSA filing? Well, there's not a one-size-fits-all answer to this question. I've personally reviewed FAFSAs that were completed impeccably well by parents. I've also reviewed at least as many FAFSAs that had errors, some of them insignificant, and some of them that resulted in huge amounts of lost need-based financial aid for which their students were indeed eligible. So the correct answer, once again, is the good old, it depends. Can some families do this entirely on their own? Absolutely. Should other families sub this out to a professional? Absolutely. High school counselors who insist that no one should pay a professional to help with this important document are ill-advised and performing a tremendous disservice to the parents and the students that they're serving. Undoubtedly, they're not doing this with a malicious heart, but nonetheless, they are speaking entirely out of turn on a subject they know little about.